Welcome back, everyone, to the BD1P Binding of Isaac modded series. Today is going to be a random tainted character run for win number 3 and episode number 326. Your question for today is going to be, put your answer in the comments down below. What is your favorite holiday-themed movie and why? Give me a good character, dude. I could not have asked for anyone better for a speedy, quick, responsive run. Okay. Well, back to win number 0 here. I'm going to play as him again because I like this character a lot and he's very fun. Give me a good seed and you can make up for it here, Isaac. Seed, by the way, is going to be RG4878J4. You know, it could have been better. It's a very similar seed. It's like almost the same thing twice there, but I think it'll be all right here. Anyways, though, yesterday's episode, for me at least, I was talking about at the very end there, like how absolutely based non-Hallmark Christmas movies are, and I've been thinking about it a little bit. I'm recording this like fresh after yesterday's run, so it's still nice in my head. And when I think of like artistically, like stunning movies, weirdly enough, the number one thing that comes to mind is you know, I forget every single time. I forget the name. But it's that one movie where it's like Santa is still Kris Kringle. And it has Burgermeister in it. That's like the villain's name. And that Ice Wizard. It's got the you put one foot in front of that movie. Whatever, like, I always, because there's Year Without a Santa Claus. There's Rudolph, obviously. And I know Year Without a Santa Claus is one where it's like, it's gonna snow, snow, snow. It's the one with the Heat Miser and Ice Miser boys. What the hell is this one called? Oh, here we go. We gotta rush into our boss fight here. What the hell is this one called? Yep, good. Good chain. Dude, insane chain. It's not Year Without a Santa Claus. And I always forget the name, but it's one of my absolute like favorite movies ever. Because it's just so charming to me. And every character in there has a great role in the story, and it's a feel-good movie. But the big pull for me is the art in the movie. It's a stop-motion, like, little doll figurine movie. And I watch it every single Christmas besides last Christmas. I forgot to watch it last Christmas, but I watch it usually every single year. And every single year it reminds me of just how, like, amazing Christmas is. And honestly, the Ice Wizard with like the weird fingers, best character in all of fiction. I'll just say it right now. God, what is it called? It's in my brain. I can hear the name in my brain, but it's like there's a mystical force stopping me from saying it out loud, and it's pissing me off a little bit. Because genuinely, I always have trouble picking my favorite movie of all time. It's always hard to pick, like, out of, you know, so many great things. The Northman, like, The Shining, like all these, the Monty Python, Indiana Jones. But I think back and no movie brings me as much joy or feeling as this Christmas movie does that I don't know the goddamn name of. I almost want to say it's called Santa Claus Year 1, like a fucking Batman comic, but I'm well aware it's not called Santa Claus Year 1. That'd be ridiculous. But those of you in the comments, like, put the name down below, and I'll heart your comment or whatever, because I love this movie so much. But to get back on track, it's got this gorgeous, like, stop motion animation, and the only word I can use to describe it is just charming. It's an amazingly charming movie. Oh, we're gonna make some plays here. I do not want to be picking up you 2 runs in a row. Not my goddamn ball and chain. I don't want milk either. That is fantastic. Thank you so much for playing today's game. It's been a good run. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Where's Berserk? There we go. You motherfucker. You spawned it right on top of me. You're getting the axe. I don't care if I lose my goddamn bone heart there. You deserve all of that. Oh, and 9 lives plus Devil's Box. This could be a really good, potentially another run-winning room for us here. If we play our cards right. You buy this first. Ouch. That hurt. 9 lives is 9 lives. You don't turn this down ever. You go back here. You grab your keys. Go back to like where your carnage was. And then... Oh, I did not mean to put that bomb. I wanted to pop the other bumper there. My brain kind of had a moment. I think you move on down. But it's not just this movie either. Like a lot of these Christmas movies that are made around this time, Rudolph. Oh, what's the other one? That's not Rudolph. No, I think it's just Year Without a Santa Claus, Rudolph, and this mystery third film. They all have. No, there's one more. Oh, it's little drummer boy. I think has the same thing going for it. They came in this red cardboard disc collection that I have at my parents' house. And every single even like when it wasn't Christmas and it was just like winter, I'd pull the box set out and I'd pop one of them in. I'd make some nice popcorn on the stove and then we'd watch it. Oh, you motherfucker. We get a double tinty here for Small Rock or Big Boulder. Hey, that's not bad, man, at all. I can live with that. I really want to grab these over here too. But it fills me with the most like joyous holiday warmth I've ever felt just envisioning these movies here. And like I find myself even in the summer months like humming "You Put One Foot in Front of the Other," and I find myself like thinking about that like more than I definitely should be, just because it's like it's very iconic. And there's some like obviously too like I'm not gonna diss I'm Mr. Heat Miser, like that was a Walter White voice for some reason there, but I'm not gonna diss that song either. Hey, we actually don't want that. It's not gonna work with C-section. It's gonna ruin our fire delay, and it's not gonna work with C-section. I guarantee it. But I will pop you down. Scrying Stone. Contagion would be nice to get if we can get the money for it, which we actually. I'll do it here. I knew you were a nickel-looking guy. I had a feeling you'd be a nickel in there. That's fine. I'd like to get maybe a reverse judgment card or like the D6 for that red room, but. They can't all be winners. I think honestly, while I already lost my devil deal there, but I'll walk in because we have good stats right now. Just to make sure nothing changes that while we're fighting our boss, I'll walk in early here. Oh, you got a little sword on you, man. That's cool. Take this, very very good. And I think I'll do a full clear just for fun. But like they're just so. Again, the only word here genuinely is charming. Like these movies are full of just. It's nothing like CGI spectacular, but oh baby, that could have been a really, what the hell, is that a mimic door with a pipe in it? Bobby, what in the fresh Sam hell? I'm gonna bomb this bitch. Is it gonna work? It's a sad day to be alive. It really is. I can go into my boss trap at least. I hope they fix mimic doors in a new patch here. That is what I was looking for, because I want to do some more sacrificing, even potentially losing some of my 9 lives here to get a early angel or devil deal on this floor, which we wouldn't have gotten otherwise. Gonna charge off here, and that half heart helps out a big deal. I think actually, you're a tainted Horf. What are you doing in here? I think actually, if we don't take any damage here, oh, well. I gotta do these challenge rooms more often, huh? We can get a deal, maybe? We have a lot of HP to play with right now. That's one. No, we're gonna be like too short, maybe. I'm gonna still probably sacrifice a couple of my 9 lives to make this work, because I do want to see some sacrificing. We're not close enough yet. I guess we could buy Contagion, or we can go in here. That helps, actually. That's really, really good for our cause. Give it to me right now. Oh, hey. You can't win them all. I'm going to go even deeper, though, is the thing here. Because if you're not going to go deep, why bother playing the game, right? Watch this. Okay, we broke even. That was the worst case scenario, so we worked out there pretty well. I think I will buy this. And then I feel good. How much was Scrying Stone? 20? I can't afford that. We're just going to move on down. We're making some good progress. We have Stairway. I shouldn't have spent that money. We have Stairway. It's just now setting in the mistakes I have made. Don't be a good item up here. Okay, we can afford to not take this and get our money back up later on. But charming really is the only way to describe these movies. From the voice acting to the writing, the scenery, the stop motion, like the background art. Just it's impeccable. I mean, there are not many movies. I guess there are a lot, but like only good movies where you can take a character and like do their voice just off of memory. There's that one elf in Rudolph, like the boss elf, who has a very like loud and like bossy voice to boss around the dentist elf in that movie. And there's the prospector where he screams like land ho or whatever the hell he says, but like really loud and kind of shrill at some points too. And there's the Abominable Snowman. I actually had a little like stuffed animal doll of the Abominable Snowman that when you press the hand, it would sing a song. When I was a kid, and I fucking loved that thing, dude. I used it so much that eventually the speaker like died and blew out, and I couldn't play it anymore. So my parents bought me a second one, and they hid the original one on top of the shelf. So I thought it just started magically working again, when in actuality, they had replaced my first OG boy. And when I found out, I was pissed off. But I got over it pretty fast because, you know, I'm a very mature kid, so I had to. But no, like they really were like impactful. Like is mythology the right word here? The mythology of Rudolph is known across the world. Which is already saying something for its like longevity, but a lot of these adaptations of like classic children's characters or tales, they aren't always amazing. A couple that come to mind off the bat is the new Pinocchio, not the father, but like the new, I forget the guy's name. It's Spanish, I can barely pronounce it, but it's a spin on Pinocchio where it's taking place during the Spanish War, and it looks really, really artistically well done. And the guy who made Pan's Labyrinth, I know it has a G in it and it has a T in it somewhere, but I always forgot how to pronounce his name. It looks really artistically pleasing. It looks like a great spin on a classic fairy tale, but there's been some good ones out there. I, for myself, have not seen Maleficent, but I've heard it's pretty okay from Disney fans, so I guess I gotta take it in stride and say it's pretty okay, but I don't think any of those hold a candle to Rudolph. And I don't think this is the original Rudolph. I think this is like an adaptation of the children's story of Rudolph. But if this movie also kickstarted what Rudolph was, then hey man, that's even more power to it. It did give the songs. It had like, you know, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, that one. I mean, it gave us that song, so it already was like really impactful. That's a terrible item, but whatever. It will pop this down. Boom, 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 and boom. I'll take this. Hey, that was pretty all right. And then I guess we can take a gander in here. I don't care for any of this. Keep going on. How is that not our boss fight up? It's got to be down then, I guess. But still, I mean, very, very just like impactful movies and ones that I think if we take aside that they were only really played once a year for holidays, they might be like top 10, maybe even top 5. I would argue that mystery movie that I can't recall the name for is like a top 5 movie for me. But I always change my movies around, so like I don't know. It's really hard to pick a favorite movie. I think if I had to rank like top 5 movies and just name like 5 unranked top of my head, only one from each series, by the way. I don't want to put like 3 Indiana Jones movies up there. But it definitely would be between one of the Indiana Jones movies, probably either Temple of Doom or Last Crusade. They're all really good, but I do love Sean Connery in Last Crusade as Indy's dad, of course. Another money equals power. You sold me here. And then The Shining is on there for sure. Either Monty Python and the Holy Grail or Life of Brian. The Northman, I think, has just stuck out to me as a very just like engaging movie, and it definitely is more recency bias there, but I do love The Northman. I could replace that with the director's other movie, The Lighthouse, but I do. The Northman is just so visually stunning. A Marriage Story, I think, is like, it's a movie that I'll never watch again, because when I finished that movie, I was left with this sense of, I don't want to say it was depression, but upon finishing that movie and the ending, you know, like resolution, it was just kind of empty. Like I had sat down on the couch when I was watching it, and usually when the credits start playing for a movie, I'll switch to a TV show, or I'll just kind of like go on my computer. I just kind of sat there as the credits played out and just was kind of like, man, this fucking sucks. I wonder how that works. Does it break C-section? Ooh, they have a synergy going on here. That's pretty insane. I like that a lot. But there was this sense of just like, wow. I'm just like, I felt empty after watching it. And if a movie can provoke any kind of intended emotion from you, then I think it's an amazing movie. But we'll say Last Crusade, Marriage Story, mystery Christmas movie that I can't recall the name for. The Shining is probably up there as well. I like The Shining a lot. What else? Because I watch a lot of movies. I did really enjoy Thelma and Louise. I don't think I'd put it top 5 though. I think Thelma and Louise would be like a top 15, top 20 maybe. It was really, really good, but it doesn't have the longevity of the other ones I mentioned. Did I not get a... Oh, I got a Stairway. I got the prism thing there. I'm gonna bomb these. I could buy Humbling Bundle for more money in the future, but losing that kind of money right now scares me a little bit, so I'm not gonna do that. Thank you for this. Again, it's really hard because I know I'm missing movies. I know I'm missing ones that I really, really enjoy that I can't think of right now. The Batman is a top, I would say, 15. Very, very good movie. You still drop red stuff? You still do drop red stuff. And this makes me think. Oh, I'll take a stab. It could be down up there, or it could be above this room. And part of me wants to say it'll be down. I think it's up, but I'm gonna go down because, like, well, I'm looking at the room right now with my eyes, and it can't be down. And we were wrong either way. Okay, you know what? That works. Sure. You gotta think when you're playing this game. It puts you through a loop sometimes, you know? Hey, a pair throw. That's not too bad. Ooh, there's gonna be spikes coming up there. But I don't know. Like, Marriage Story has to be up there. That's really good because it did really make me depressed watching that movie. And I don't think I've ever left like a movie depressed. I've left movies like feeling like a curiosity and sadness. Like I would say No Country for Old Men was like that for me, which is a movie about like this dude who finds, I don't want to just say this dude, but a guy finds like money from a failed drug bust and takes it and goes on the run. And then he has the cartel and the police trying to find him. Police to help him and the cartel to obviously kill him. And by the end, you're just kind of like, wow, that was just kind of saddening. Hey, I'll take that, sure. You know, why not, right? That was pretty good. That was definitely a sadness and kind of like an emptiness by the end of it, but it wasn't the same kind of emptiness as watching a fucking divorce happen in real time. Like, that was just a special kind of something. Wouldn't be bad to gulp that, I guess. Wouldn't be terrible, but the Soul Hearts right now, a bit too impactful, I think. But I don't know. I would say my favorite movie of all time is hard to choose, and I would not choose because there's too many good movies out there. Honestly, like, when it comes to movies versus TV, I've really started to enjoy television a lot more. And obviously with shows like Better Call Saul airing, and obviously a show like Barry, which is becoming quickly one of my favorite shows ever. The show Barry has, it's a show that gave me the same emptiness and emotion as A Marriage Story, but on both the, like, joyful and depressing side of the spectrum there. Barry, if you haven't watched it, it's a show about a war veteran who is a contracted killer now, and how he's trying to break that cycle, but situations don't really allow him to, and he kind of becomes his own worst enemy throughout the show. It's I don't want to call it a character study. It is definitely not a character study. But Bill Hader, a very popular comedian, is he was the lead writer and creator of the show, and he also is the main actor of it. I have never seen an actor who is so renowned for his comedy be somehow better at doing dramas that have sucked the ever-living soul out of me. I mean, to be quite frank with you, while watching Barry, I watched season 3 episode 4 this morning, sorry, and I went from like audibly like laughing and like I don't audibly make noises at shows when I'm talking about it, but I went from audibly kind of like laughing out of joy for one of the characters getting like her dream happening in front of her eyes to immediately just kind of like going stone-faced at a situation with Barry where I was just kind of like, I turned it off and I was like, fuck, how am I gonna record today? I feel so like empty right now. I know I'm kind of bouncing from show to show as we currently speak, but with Better Call Saul coming back and Barry still existing, I'm left really craving new shows like those. If any of you in the comments like have any shows that are like Barry or like Better Call Saul that you think would interest me, please God let me know, because once I finish Barry and once Better Call Saul is done forever, I am quite literally going to have another all stats up. Nice. Quite literally going to have nothing to watch, and I'll be even more depressed than I am when I'm watching Barry. I don't know, man. Like, the show's really good. I don't want to call it, because like Twin Peaks will always, I think, be my favorite show of all time, but I think the only reason it's up there is because I don't want to replace it. Like, I don't want to replace Twin Peaks, but I'm at a point where Barry, and like the Better Call Saul is also amazing, and I'm sure when that comes back and I'm watching it like again in real time, I'll think differently, but Barry has taken everything I love about emotion and just and developments and characters. Are you gonna ever... I became Tauros. Okay, well, that was cool, wasn't it? It takes everything I love about like character studies, quote unquote, obviously, development, emotion, grief, and self-loathing, and puts it all into one dark comedy. Oh, that's Red Creep right there, huh? You're still tangible. Okay. I really don't know how you're meant to top anything like that. And I recommend, if you're a fan of my channel and you like the stuff that I like, or you've mostly enjoyed it, please go watch Barry. It is a show that I never want to end because of how just incredible it is. Out of my face, you asshole. I got another angel item here, potentially. No, but we're getting a devil deal pool. I wonder how Lawful works with Genesis. We're in the Devil pool right now, which is pretty good for our Genesis reroll. If we get a really solid couple of pools going forward here, then when we eventually pop Genesis, it will be very, very good for us. But yeah, I could spend, you know, another hour or two talking about what I like, spoiler free, obviously, what I enjoy about Barry. But it's one of those shows you have to watch for yourself and go into it thinking, oh, I like Bill Hader, and like, oh, his comedy's pretty good in this show, and then immediately turn that around. How are we still? Oh, we're at 2 speeds, right? And then immediately have that become like, oh God, it's not a comedy anymore, is it? And then, oh, it's a comedy again. It's that flip-flop. It is very similar, actually, now that I think about it, to A Marriage Story, which is a divorce movie, where you go into it thinking it's gonna be kind of like a rom-com, a somber rom-com, where it is filled with comedy all the way. Like, the beginning, it has some very, very funny moments. Beginning of A Marriage Story is very comical. You're like, oh, is it going to be comical all the way through? And you keep watching, there's some jokes, and at one point in the movie, this big like tonal shift happens, and you kind of go, oh. And you will never laugh at another joke in that movie ever again. Because from that point on, it is no longer a comedy, and you're just watching somebody break down and lose their life and whatever they care for over and over to somebody else. And it is just like, it does take it all out of you. If I would have saw that movie in theaters when it came out, I probably would have like sat in the theater chair like until the lights turned back on. It definitely is. It makes you fear, like, the future. Because you're like, I don't want that to ever happen to me. Like, I don't want to ever feel the way that Adam Driver's character in that movie feels. Take this, sure. It is like, I don't, again, like, I don't really get emotive at television or movies a ton. I'd say, like, maybe, like, 30% of the shows / movies I watch will have a moment where I'm, like, audibly like, holy shit, that was cool as fuck. Ooh, that's really good for us, actually. But it happens a lot in Barry, happens a lot in Twin Peaks, happens a lot in Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. It really is good. Handmaid's Tale was really good, but I wouldn't put that, like, top 5 shows, because after getting over it and, like, the overall, like, I guess, thinking process of the show, I don't have much of a drive to watch it back. I think a lot of its plot hinges on you watching it the first time, where you're more, like, thinking about the circumstances of whatever happens in the show happening, and then you then, after you kind of get over that whole thinking process, I'm going to make a play here, by the way. I hope it gives us a trap door and not a beam of light, but I want to go down here, get some extra items, then pop Genesis. Is there a stairway up here? It does work. You do work. Great. It's boss pool, so not a big deal. Go for it. If you get an extra item here, it'll all be worth it. I forgot it's a full damage floor, huh? Maybe some more HP in this? No. This is not gonna work, I don't think. He dropped an item there. I saw him, like, jump into the sky, which sucks, but that's whatever. We can do a full card, full heal. None of this really matters. Pentagram. Oh, we had you last run, not this run. And then what's in here? We'll take the cards over the runes. We can be getting some cool cards. Ace of Diamonds. That's what I wanted to see precisely. Take this. You buy it. It's an extra item for yourself. You buy that, and you get a little bit of extra something back right there. Perfect. 2 of Diamonds. Sure. Empress, Emperor. Ace of Diamonds. Again, does not really matter for us right now. Although, if we can buy just an extra couple of items in that shop, that would be peachy. Because then we'll have even more items going into the Genesis reroll we're going to do in a quick second here. So we can buy both of these. Look at that. And we're going to look for a crawl space really, really quickly here before eventually moving on down. 1, 2, and... okay, nothing. No light beam. Fuck. I think it always gives you a light beam now that I think about it. Okay, well, go for a card. Mechanical Eye. We'll go for the modded thing, sure. Bone Heart. We'll go for the Black Heart. Okay, now we're getting into some actual stuff here. Gears Up is good. Immaculate Heart is amazing. Aquarius is really, really good. I like the floating balls we have going around us right now. Obviously, a pentagram here for the road. We'll go for this. I don't want to commit to an active item just yet. Growthies. Good. Glass Eye. HP is fine. Do not worry about HP anymore. Ooh, take Bad Halo. Well, this is good HP. Light plus Spectral is better than just Spectral. No shit. There's the active item you want to be seeing. Okay. I get it. I understand. Do this. Ooh. I'll go for some more syringes here. Creatine powder. Yeah. Oh yeah. Not gonna take that. They're all active items. We'll take this. We'll pop it like later on in the run. I'm pretty sure. Whatever. Obituary. Yes. There's Spun. There's a Tears Up for us. Whew. Jesus, man. Well, double Twisted Pair is right there. Yes, money equals power. We're getting to our ending stuff here, so make sure you make some good choices. We already have flight, so grab school bag. Would have been good to have that earlier, obviously. We'll take this. And we'll take this. For a luck upgrade, we have a lot of luck. Spun? We already got spun, you idiot. Empty vessel. Yes. And yeah, we have 47 damage and double twisted pair. I would say, no. I would say that's pretty damn good. We're upgrading both of our bot flies right now, huh? Gotta get you back. I can't do that right now. I wanted to upgrade those guys, but it was not gonna happen. You know, I think you just I don't want to go to the chest. We already have the negative, so we're just gonna do stage 10. Because we deserve to be in the negative right now. And we get another one of these boys. Nah, we don't need that. I think you just keep going on here. What is that noise? It's the ball we have around us. That's what that freaking noise is. But are we talking about Marriage Story again? I don't know. It's depressing. It's very sad. You should watch it though, at least once. I'm trying to get Desi to watch it because I think she'd really like it. But you don't really want to tell somebody, I found a really depressing movie about divorce. You should watch it to your girlfriend. Yeah, there you go. It's not like the greatest way to make somebody happy, I feel like. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a kid on the internet, right? I could be entirely wrong there. I don't really want to. We have 100. We're getting 200 damage right now. That's insane. 200. Jesus Christ, man. This is a good run. I think this is even better than our previous run, is right here. And our previous run was already pretty good, but I'm kind of already forgetting what we even had on there because of how good this one is. Pop this, take this. What is that? We'll pop it now. It brought us one room down. Very nice teleport there, game. I appreciate that. And there's the boss fight. We're doing a fast run today, too. 24 minutes? Oh, we got hit and lost our bonus there. That sucks. Not bad. Not bad at all. Good bomb. A little bit of lag. We were at 46 frames. Is my excuse there. It was the lag's fault, not mine. All right, Satan. We are also not losing our charge for Berserk very fast at all. But we have 2 balls of yarn, 2 twisted pairs, 2 bot flies. I mean, we slapped him once and he just fucking folded. What a little bitch. I'm also going to be popping a sack altar when the run's over just to see what we would have gotten from it in the first place. We have a lot of familiars to sacrifice, so I'm excited to try it out. Ooh. I'm not grabbing Mom's knife because that would ruin a lot of the cool synergies we have going on right now. We're going to walk down here. Hey, how about we don't do that either? And we're going to go find our boss fight and finish off today's run at a really, really good rate. I'm feeling pretty good, man. I was kind of nervous to record this many Isaac runs today before vacation, but the last 2 runs have been really well that I'm kind of on a roll, and I don't really want to stop. I will obviously have to stop eventually because I have someone coming over to meet the cats because they're going to be watching our cats while we're gone. But this is good. It's very cathartic. It's a nice send-off. Now, I guarantee you, the next run you guys watch of this streak, it's going to be like 3 damage, 1 tier rate, and we're somehow forced to go to Delirium because it spawned beneath our feet. That's going to be the next streak run. I'm just waiting for it right now. We chose the wrong way. I guess even the best runs cannot change how bad my pathing is. I'm going to say it's right. Don't grab Mom's knife. I'm going to say it's right. And, well, here's the good news. We can't guess wrong anymore because we only have 1 more way to go. So if we somehow guess wrong going this next way, I'll gift everybody in chat right now $1. This is the big question. Now which way is it? I saw you. You can't fool me. I'm guessing it's up. That's a kicker right there. It's not up, I'll tell you that much. That sucks. It's like the most linear dark room of all time. Oh, hey, look at that. But we're still finding ways to make it more complicated than it needs to be. See, now if we just go straight and go headstrong, we're going to choose the right way. You just don't think, you don't stop, you don't slow down, and your 200 damage swings of your fucking club here are going to carry you all the way through. Look at this. Keep your berserk for the boy in the boss room. Watch this. Look at how beautiful that was. Not a care in the world. Void, huh? We're at 35 minutes right now. We gotta leave the. We gotta go. A choice has to be made, and it has to be made fast. I can't make it to the chest, dude. Oh no, it's gonna grab me. Go with the void portal. There we go. We're going down. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I think Prosperity duplicating our active item little orb there, which, by the way, that orb makes it so that whenever you enter a room, you gain an active item. And when you pop your actual active item, it will... Don't do it again. I see spawning happening. Okay, it's just my guys. Oh, we kept 3 of our twisted pairs right there. Okay. But it makes it so that whenever you pop your... You get an extra active item effect on top of your active item, and I think duplicating it and spawning those extra hearts with Prosperity meant it's not going to ever stop duplicating. So there's that. We have not gone to Delirium in a while. I'll do it. I don't like coming down here, but I know you guys are mad at me for going to the chest for like 10 runs in a row. So we go to Beast yesterday, went to Dark Room like every other day. We'll go down here. I don't mind that. What's alive? You. That's the Riddler for you. That's you. The Riddler says. We're gonna have almost a sub half an hour Delirium fight too. Very rare you have this kind of thing happen to you on my Isaac streak. We have not gone to this fast of a modded Delirium run. Oh, you're down here. I would argue maybe even it might be one of our fastest runs to Delirium ever. I can't recall a faster one at least. And if you guys can, maybe I'm just a fucking idiot. It wouldn't be the first time, would not be the last time either. The funny thing is, we got 2 really bad items from our sacrificial altar. We got Cambion Conception, and we also got My Shadow. Both of which require you to take damage to make them work, which we obviously don't want to be doing. Do we have the money equals power? We do. So grab those whenever you can. That's really good for the Delirium fight, so take that. So at least the positive there was we weren't missing out on anything by not taking those in that room. So there's like a very small positive, but I would have obviously rather had like good items there. What a nice looking downpour texture that was. No boss fight down here? How do we choose the wrong way on Void? Void has how many bosses? Like 7 to 10? Maybe even like 12? How do you choose the wrong way on the floor where there's like literally 0 wrong ways? Everywhere leads somewhere. I'm telling you, man, my pathing is a special kind of bad. You don't want to have what I have. It's contagious. Bye. Chose the wrong way once again, too. So look at that. I don't even know that's fucking possible. What's this card? Tears up, huh? Is that Emperor? It double... Well, you can't double Delirium. I don't think, at least. That'd be scary if you could. But here we go. Freeze his ass. Look how much damage we deal. He's already at half health. Taking no hits so far. Very, very good. There's a lamb body. We just fucked you up earlier. Okay. Go in. Oh. Somehow a damageless Delirium fight there. Well, if you enjoyed the run and my commentary, a like in the comment goes a very long way for a small channel like mine. I'm probably going to record one more run today. We'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, guys, I have been BD1P. Peace out and goodbye.